Delaware. Trying to get some more.
And now he's shooting rounds at you guys.
SO is requesting units to exit.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we're going to be talking about the shittest and quite possibly the most bizarre crime spree I've ever seen. It was the worst crime spree in the history of mankind. This crime spree, as the news called it, was stupid. It was stupid as Sorry I've been away from shooting breakdowns and things like this for all scripted things. I wanted to take a little bit of time off and go stomp around in the Utah wilderness looking for very large animals. Brandon and I bagged some monsters. Anyways, the shooting breakdown that we're going to go over today was one where the suspect was a tacticool redneck who just snapped, mentally a goldfish, or both. I'm just going to say both. But first, a word from our sponsor, Raycon earbuds. Raycon was my first ever sponsor on this channel, and for years I've loved the quality of their earbuds. There's also 3 customizable sound profiles: pure sound, balanced sound, and bass sound. Good thing these bad boys have noise isolation and awareness mode. You can't go wrong with this price point for the quality either. It's got 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life in your little charger guy, and a gel tip that latches in your ear and they won't come out, no matter what you do. And right now, Raycon is having their anniversary sale. To thank everyone for the support you've shown them for the past 6 years, they're having a 20% off site-wide sale with 40% off select products. Celebrate Raycon earbuds turning 6 years old by going to buyraycon.com/operator to get that 20% off and 40% off some things. You can't go wrong with 78,000 5-star reviews. Just use the code BIRTHDAY to get 20 to 40% off. Hell yeah, brother. Raycon! September 22nd, Stanislaus County. I had to look up where this is at, and my first thought after reviewing the video and not researching it was, it's fucking Florida. It's gotta be Florida. But no, it's California, also a shithole. Not that Florida's a shithole, but you know, there's just a lot of crime there. Stanislaus. I don't know. I'm not even gonna spend time to research and learn how to pronounce that.
Stanislaus.
It's about 2 hours from the human feces on the sidewalk capital of the world, San Francisco. Fucking gross. So our story begins at around 1 a.m. on the 22nd of September. Our suspect, who I am assuming is hammered, on drugs, or both, you'll see why I think that here in a bit, he broke into someone's home and found a surprise tool that will help him later.
And the mystery mouse tool. That's a surprise tool that can help us later.
So our suspect steals the surprise tool, some clothes, and then wanders off to whatever shithole he lives in until 5 p.m. the next day. He wakes up and he says, oh, holy shit, I still have this gun, obviously without the expensive suppressor. But now I need a truck and some beers. Good thing I have our surprise tool to use later.
The mystery mouse tool.
So he walks down the road and he's going by this house and he sees this other truck and he's like, hey, there's a truck there and I've still got my surprise tool.
Delaware. Trying to get some more. They want the keys to that petrol right now. They're all back. I guess we'll get them. Can I get those shoes? Right now. Go ahead. You're good, civilian. Call the cops. And call the cops and you're dead. Active military. 1st Battalion, 2nd Corporal, United States Military.
So the dude commits a home invasion because he wants that truck. He tells the guy, what the f is a military 1st Battalion 2nd Corporal United States Military? Obviously he's high, stupid, or everything put together. But I already said, yeah, he's all those things. An idiot.
Active military. 1st Battalion, 2nd Corporal United States Military.
God, these guys kill me, man.
Bro, you watch way too much YouTube. You're doing that stupid f***ing whatever it is, like high elbow Detroit self-defense shit. Bro, what even was that? You gotta stop watching so much Grand Thumb. It's all I'm saying.
My nightly bloodlust has overflowed into my days. I think my mask of sanity is about to slip.
He has a truck now, and what better to wash down a couple felonies other than some Miller High Life? Holy shit, I haven't drank that horse piss in years. So our criminal mastermind just strolls right into the local bodega and helps himself to a case of the champagne of beers while holding his gun in his right hand. I also believe if my broke as shit growing up in Alabama senses served me correct, he grabbed a case of banquet beers also, then just strolls right out of the store. Our shopkeep doesn't appreciate the shoplifting, but you know, you don't want to fight a crazy man with a gun in his hand. Just let him have his beers. Let him have those $30 right there, and then call the police, which is exactly what he does, and it starts a high-speed chase. Stanislaus, California County, whatever it is, however, this place obviously has air support that piece of shit truck isn't going to get away from, so they start tracking him, and homie gets up to speeds of 95 miles an hour or so somehow. The local police lay down some spikes, and before he could get through the spikes, he sideswiped another innocent person on the road, lost control, and crashed into an orchard. Being the criminal genius that he is, he immediately bails from the truck and starts shooting at police while running away. Officers pursuing him grab patrol rifles and start devising a plan, because running into an orchard field after a crazy drunk man who had just shot at you is kind of a death trap. Well, as they're staging, the dude keeps shooting at them. You can hear one round from the suspect get really close to these officers.
Start everybody. And bring Raycon.
Tell him the last shot was Southwest.
He's gonna be super close to the truck.
Dude obviously means business, but fortunately for the good guys, they still have air support. He's not really going to get too far. The eye in the sky throws on thermals, and what do they see? Homeboy is pointing his gun at them in the helicopter, but then he continues to drunkenly wander around in an orchard while shooting at police. The police continue to be really nice and not shooting back right now. They're just trying to call him in with their loudspeaker saying, hey, just put the gun down. Come on out, buddy. Come on out. You'll get 3 hots and a cot. But he replies by shooting at them more. This is not a good idea, because the longer this goes on, the more cops are pulling up who have long guns, and I believe I hear a Bearcat rolling up too. So now the Bearcat's there, which is a huge armored truck with a bunch of SWAT dudes packed inside of it, and the guy decides, all right, I'll make it a real fight now. So he prones out in the orchard and starts shooting at them more.
And he's proned out, facing directly towards you guys. And now he's shooting rounds at you guys. Shots fired.
The deputies say, well, he's still shooting at us. Let's make this even more of a fight. And they take one of their shields and they put it beside one of the tires that they're taking cover behind to make it better cover. And they prone out too. But now we got a bunch of deputies proned out with long guns. We got a Bearcat with a bunch of deputies packed into it who mean business. And this dude's he's just looking for a fight. Which means, because the suspect is a criminal genius, as we discussed before, he stands up in the middle of the orchard. Big oof. So the deputy that you saw earlier proned out to the left of the tire, and the deputy that you saw in the turret of the Bearcat both fire 1 shot apiece, definitely hitting the suspect.
He's gonna go. Right there, stop! Stop! Gun's behind his back. Over his back. Shoot her down. 1 down.
He goes down, but the gun's still near him, and he's rolling around a bit, so they don't want to come up yet. He finally stops moving enough for a stack to come up, and they immediately start rendering aid. Because they tried so hard to save a person who was trying to kill them minutes before, that person lived, but was really f***ed up and got put into the ICU, unfortunately. He was charged with, I have to read this off. Burglary, carjacking, kidnapping, burglary, assault with a deadly weapon with robbery, brandishing a firearm, pursuit, evading a police officer, hit and run, possession of a stolen vehicle, attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, prohibited person in possession of ammunition, prohibited person in possession of a firearm, and attempted murder. And that is all I have for you fine people today. Look out for a Leo recap coming within the next couple days. I love you all. If you want to help support the channel, go on over to donutoperator.com. Get some super sweet merch, or subscribe to me, follow me on anything else. And until next time, please have a fantastic day.